So let's have a quick overview of the Business Builder edition of Get Booked Up. This is the front screen on the system. Across the top here we've got the usual menus that have got the access to the various facilities. We've got the search bar here, so you can search for various fields and use the find to locate those. And we've got the new client button as well. So for instance, in the file menu section we've got clear locks and show locks. You can access the folder where the data files are stored from here. We've got database backup and restore facilities in here, and also domestic client audit, so you can look back through the client records, through the domestic records. We've got domestic clients, so you can add new clients, look for clients by various different field categories. And this is also where you access the enquiry tracker, which is the facility to track every incoming enquiry from first call through to job completion, and track your conversion rates from inquiry to quote, quote to job, etc. Also in here you can do a single mailing from in here as well. You can access the diary facility from in here and open the special diary or the quotes or jobs diary. And you can access the marketing from this menu here, so the easy mailing and the easy emailing. You can also see the email progress if you're doing the easy emailing in action. Also, you access the My Domestic Grid from in here, which is a very powerful filtering tool to find very, very specific client lists of clients. The target marketing allows you to do multi-wave campaigns, so for instance the 3-stage letters and those sort of things, and you can do those to the filters and grids that you write in the My Domestic Grid. It also allows you to track the repeat business, repeat buying patterns, so you can run a filter to look for clients that have got repeat buying patterns. So if they've had the lounge carpet cleaned twice, it can filter through for those. Also in here you can look for follow-ups, so you can put follow-ups within the client's records, and then on a daily basis come into here and run the follow-ups and see what needs doing in which client's record. You also access the daily marketing from in here. The daily marketing is the letters that's automatically generated by the system based on the information that you've put in at various points. So they're things like the job reminder letter, the non-return chase letter, and the automated letters for the thank you for returning your questionnaires. And if you have a look at the other videos, they'll explain how they work and what they do. You can also have a look at what daily marketing has been sent in here. Referrals as well. You can look at who's referring who and get lists and pull the information out here. More importantly, you can look at the invoice referrals, so what the value of those referrals actually are as well. You can access the telemarketing facilities, so you can run telemarketing campaigns to follow up target marketing campaigns if you wish. So you can make that a second phase to a target marketing campaign. As part of the telephone marketing, if you set any what are called callbacks as part of that campaign, you can access those here as well. So if clients ask you to call them back, you can flag that in the system and that appears on here, and they pop up when you run this filter in here. And also telephone marketing staff analysis. You can look at what your staff have been up to if you're employing somebody to do telemarketing. This is good because it allows you to have somebody externally doing this, and you can monitor this as well if you want to. And then you've got a facility to get into the folders where you need to save the various files and things that you're going to use as part of the system. And then at the bottom here, domestic document conversion, we've put an inbuilt text control program that also creates HTML emails, so you don't need to use an external editor or an external word processor. If you've already got letters that you want to use within the system, you can still merge to those in the target marketing into Word if you wish, but we recommend that you use the document conversion that's here and convert them into the inbuilt format of document. It can much more control over the merging and facilities there. The next menu along that's available in the Business Builder edition is the reports, and obviously you've got your outstanding invoices report, and then you've got standard job reports, invoice reports, and paid invoice reports. And if you look at the videos, various videos, they'll explain exactly what those are, but you can see your stats basically, what's working, where your work's coming from. And then we've opened up these where you can have additional job reports that are already set up. The standard ones that you always use you can set up in there, so you've got straight direct access to them. Also inquiry analysis, so you can do some analysis on the inquiries that are coming in from this section here. The maintenance plans, if you're running maintenance plans, you can pull a report out, what's due, who's paid, etc. So you can reconcile your bank account, or just bring your list up to date as to who's you need to call to get booked in for a maintenance visit. And then below that we've got the My Domestic grids that we've allowed you to set up. So any filters that you use on a regular basis, again, you can pop those in here, so you've got direct access to those. And then right at the bottom here, designer reports maintenance. A lot of the paperwork and things that come out of the system are built in the designer reports maintenance, and that means that we've got a lot of control over the merging, and we can just merge specific fields in specific areas in the record and things. So it gives you much more control, and the reports designer maintenance system there is how you build those custom reports, and you can edit them from there. The next menu along is the data interchange menu, and that's for loading the latest version files, sending your database to us if you need to. Also, you can export your invoice details to Sage. There's a facility for doing that as well, and also from here you can export your names and address details. The next menu along is the setup menu, and there's a separate set of videos for each of these that explains what you're going to need to set up in here. You need to work through those as you work through your system. And then we've got this facility here to open and close tabs. We've no tabs open at the moment, so it won't open, but it just allows a little more control over the tabs that are on the screen, as well as right clicking on those tabs. And then we've got some help files on the end here. You can have a look in there as well. As I say, then we've got the search bar at the top here, a new client. I'm just going to find the client's record to show you some of the client record layout, and I'm going to look for Paddington Bears record, just to give you an idea of what's in the system here. When you add a new client, the system will open the new client on the address tab. What that does is it sort of prompts you here to ask for the inquiry source. Where did you first hear about us, and where did you get our number from today? So the system's designed to sort of prompt you into what needs doing next. In the Business Builder Edition, you can use the postcode search software that we recommend. You can enter just a house number and a postcode in this facility here, click find address, and it automatically populates this field here, so it reduces the number of data errors that you get. That's a third-party piece of software that we work with, and there's a video that explains how you can use that and where you would install that. Obviously, we've got your name and address details here. Telephone numbers, emails, addresses, things like that, and then some other basic essential information that appears in the client's record. So in this edition you can set up multiple pricing areas, so you can charge different prices in different areas when you're using the sizes and things. Obviously you can set up different trading names as well, so if you trade in different areas, perhaps you trade as, I don't know, Nottingham carpet cleaners and Leicester carpet cleaners, and you just want to make sure that all your paperwork looks the same, you can set that up in here. And then we've got the basic client type as well that you can customize and add fields to and add information to there. But in terms of the basic client record, we've gone for this tabbed layout. So we've got the tab at the top here that's Mr. Bear. So everything associated with Mr. Bear is in this screen here. At the top there we've got another level of tabs, and they're sort of activities that you can do within Mr. Bear's record. So you can look at the diary, the quotations, jobs, invoices and documents. And then within the client details tab that we're in here, we've got another series of tabs as well. So that just means that all the information that you need about the client's details are just one click away on these tabs here. So if we have a quick look at what we've got there, we've got the main detail screen. The main detail screen is where once you've created the new client's record, that's where you'll come into each time the client record opens in future. The system will prompt you there to check that the inquiry source is okay. So where did you get our telephone number from today? And the reason that's important is you want to know where previous customers are going for your record for your telephone number as well. Some of the other details that we allow you to customize in this Business Builder Edition is you've got a couple of extra customizable fields here about the client type, and again you can customize these captions here. So you could star rate your clients here and set this up so that there's a star rating in here, and as I say, there's a second and third field there for customizing details on the client's record. Obviously the truck mounts, you can customize these fields, adding anything you wish into these, add your own reference number, you can or add your own archive reasons within the system as well. And then we've got a couple of check boxes at the bottom here. They're just quick tick boxes, and you can customize the caption that would appear here, so you can actually have text that appears alongside these boxes. We use a free spotter as an enticement to give us their details, one per household. So we have one on here that just says free spotter, and if they've had one, we put a tick in there, and that allows you to just do mailing and things to clients that have had those. Obviously, we've got the moved on. We can tick that and then click move to, and that'll tie the two records together. So that's a clever little facility that we've put in. So you can see a client's previous history at other addresses from within records by looking back through the history. We can tick using maintenance plan, and you'll see there's an extra tab appears on the top row here for the maintenance plan details in there. And then we've got various facilities in here that in the Business Builder Edition function fully. The printing options, we allow you to print letters to the client that are mail merged already. So you can set up template letters that you can choose from the drop down list here, and then click and that'll print and mail merge those in. Also address details and things like that, and labels if you've got a label printer. You've obviously got the copy 1 and copy 2 as in the other editions as well. All these tabs are available in this Business Builder Edition. So the Directions tab, you can add directions in here. The Quote tab, you can add those in here as in the other editions. But the Referrals is also functioning in the Business Builder Edition. What this allows you to do is actually find referrals, who's telling who about who. So you can find who it was that told this client about you. You can also use it for sort of incentive schemes. So if you pay your guys a commission and things on leads that they send you, you can put in here that Mr. Bear was referred by, and then you can put the technician's name in here, Tech 1 or Bill or something like that, and then you can pull that information out and see who's told who about who. And then in this section here, you can see who this client's actually referred us to. So again, it allows you to track both ways who's told who about who. The next tab along is the repeat tab, and in here you'll see repeat buying patterns start to build up. So if they've had the lounge carpet cleaned twice, that'll appear in here, and it'll give you the average buying period between those and tell you if a reminder's been sent and when the last reminder was sent based on that. You've got full customizing on the groups as well, so you can add and delete these groups to your heart's content. There's a video that tells you all about how we use that in our carpet cleaning business to do some very specific marketing campaigns. And also the notes tab works in here as well in the Business Builder Edition, and this allows you to put notes on the system so that when you come back into the client's record, or anybody opens the client's record, and if the note isn't marked flagged as done, it actually opens at this screen and you can see that there is an outstanding note on this client's record. So if there's a complaint outstanding, you can pop a note in here about it. If you've made a call to organise to take the rug back and the client's not called back, you can leave that as a note. So that when you log back into the client's record, or somebody different perhaps logs into the client's record, they can immediately see that somebody else has made a call to try and organise the rug back. So it just makes you look that much more professional. And obviously the old tab on the end. As in the other editions, we've got that key information at the top about annual spend, last service dates, contact information and marketing dates, and the contact log at the right hand side here, and the list of all the contacts and jobs and quotes and mailings and telephone calls and everything that you've done with the client appearing here. A few other neat little tricks as well. If we tick these buttons here, like if I tick the home button there, we click OK to confirm that, and that adds that to the general contact log. So we've made a telephone call to the client, it date and timestamps that, and I can actually record the result in here as well. So I need to do a follow-up on this one as well, and I can set that follow-up on here. So they're just some of the features and functions that are available in the Business Builder Edition. Hope that gives you an overview of what's in here and allows you to work through the setup menus and setting up your software. Now you've got a better feel for what's where in the system.